Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel on another episode of educating you, my people, because I like it when I tell you things and I give you some of my wisdom. Instead of staying with it alone, I share it with you because it might help you or another person or anyone who will come across this video or anyone whom you'll share this video with. So since COVID, there has been a common phrase called sherehe. Sherehe has been there. If you don't know the meaning of sherehe, since you are not a Kenyan or an African and don't speak Swahili, sherehe is partying. Since COVID, there has been this famous word called sherehe. And I think it's a little bit being overdone here in Kenya, mostly because you people are letting me down. If you want to know more tips about what I'm going to talk about, kindly subscribe and let's get straight to the video. When you give me that thunder, you make my summer rain. Every Friday when in the Kenyan norm, when it reaches every Friday, people have to piga sherehe. There is this famous song by I don't know who, featuring Jalango, or is it Jalango's song? Ata wakifunga tupige sherehe. I know you all know that song, and it went very viral during that time that we were on lockdown, and it has been used and misused, and we've heard it over and over again that we know word by word. So the reason why I decided to do this, I'm a party girl. I have been since I don't remember what time, but I have been going out, I've been going to clubs, I've been going to events, I've been going to house parties. I have done it all. I have seen it all. Being born and raised in Nairobi, I have seen the most. I think Nairobi is one of the cities whereby people piga sherehe properly. People party properly. I think Nairobi can be ranked number one. I'll rank Nigeria in Africa. Then I'll rank South Africa. Then I'll rank Ghana. Then Kenya will definitely take number 4. If I'm wrong, kindly correct me. And also, if you've had any experience, please feel free to comment down below so that we can interact and engage in this topic. So the other day we were at the club with my friend, and I was like, I'm not going to mention her name, but she knows because we spoke about this. And I was like, babe, look at that chick. She looks so nice. The lady was putting on a white shirt dress. She has put on a belt. Then her makeup was just on point and everything. So after a few hours, the lady was so tipsy. And that is one thing about me. If I go out with you, or if I go somewhere where people are consuming alcohol, I will never ever, and I swore this on my life after having 2 incidences of blacking out to an extent I don't remember anything, I will never ever take alcohol, number 1, which is not something I'm used to. If it's something you're introducing, I'll just take 2 or 3 thoughts and I'm done with it, because I don't want to embarrass myself. Number 2, I'll always stick to the drink that I always drink. If I cannot afford that, then I'll just not go to that place. Number 3, if I feel like I've had enough to drink, I'll either drink water or I'll leave that place and go home. Because normally, I really wonder, why don't you just want to leave the club and go home? Because at the end of the day, you'll definitely go home, even if it's in the morning. You'll definitely go home and you'll want to rest. So you'd rather just go home and rest and prepare your body, because the next time you'll also want to go and piga sherehe if you are a party person from Friday to Sunday. So I saw that lady. Then after, when it reached around 1 a.m. You guy, my guy. You see, all that makeup she had, including her eyelashes, were off. I don't know whether she washed her face or it was from her touching her face and everything. And the lady was dancing with everyone. The lady was just drinking. She would fall. People will pick her up. Then she sits down. Then finally, she just started throwing up. And nowadays, the people who work in these toilets or in these washrooms in clubs, they don't tolerate that issue of puking, especially if you puke. If you don't puke inside the toilet, maybe you puke on the floor or in the sink. You're going to wash your own puke. So we were there and the lady was puking in the sink, and the other cleaning lady was like, okay, I'll use the word, which word? Catherine, stop puking in the sink. And Catherine was, and then that lady let Catherine finish puking in the sink. Then afterwards, she told Catherine, whether you're drunk or not, remove all that puke because it's not going to go and clean that sink. Imagine Catherine had to put her fingers inside that whatever and remove all that puke and wash that sink. And imagine at that time, that lady was very, very drunk. I felt so much pity for her, and I was like, doesn't she have friends? Doesn't she have company? I'm going to give you tips. I've already given you one. If you're going out, please stick to your drink. Stick to your drink, whatever you have been drinking, and it is taken in well with your body, please stick to that drink. Number 2, which is very, very important, is if you feel like you're drunk, babe, please just go home. Just go. It's not a must. There is no one whom you're proving a point to that I want to drink to this. Those are the old gone days where people were like, yeah, I want to drink because of this and that. Imagine even if you drink because of stress, the next morning you'll be sober. You'll just have to face that same thing that you left when you started drinking. So number 1, stick to your drink. Number 2, know your limit. Number 3, please go with a friend to the club or to wherever, even if it's a function, because nowadays people drink in the club, at functions, at weddings, at gardens. Anyway, alcohol is normally taken everywhere. So wherever you're drinking alcohol, please take a friend with you, because it will make you feel more safe. Because if I see my friend has drunk too much, definitely I'm not going to drink too much. And you normally just get the vibes, whereby when you see your friend is overexcited and she's like, shots, and she's bought the full bottle, the Kamzinga, and she's all excited, you will know that this one is not going to end well. So with you, for the sake of your friend, if you really, really love and care for your friend, you just tone down a little and let them just piga sherehe the way they want to. Then you'll be able to take care of them and then take them home safely. Those are the few tips that I'm going to give you. So when you're drunk, or how do you know that you have reached the limit of drinking alcohol, whereby you can say, I don't want anymore? Even if someone brings the best booze that you've never drunk, you just say, I don't want, keep it for another day. I have a few points which I asked a few people whom they shared with me, so I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to start with mine. When I'm drunk and I think I have had enough and it's time for me to go home, number 1, I don't dance. I'm a very good dancer and I dance whether I'm sober or not. So when it reaches a point whereby I tell you, I don't want to dance, I'm drunk. That is 1. Number 2, when I just smile and look at you without uttering any kind of words, I am there. I am up there. Don't give me any more booze. Another point is when I start peeing a lot, yeah. I think that has made me know myself very well, because at times you might assume that today this is another drink, I'm not going to get drunk. Alcohol is alcohol. Even other people black out with wine, and other people are like, no, I cannot black out with wine, but other people do. So I'm also going to urge you to share your experiences down there. How or when do you know that you are totally drunk and you've had enough? Please share your experience down there so that I can be able to know. So I wrote a few points down here for those who told me how they are or what they feel that makes them say, enough is enough, I'm going to go home. Number 1, you become very silent when you're over the limit. That is me. Yeah, and I've also had a couple of people who are around me who are normally very hyped. And once I see that they are very quiet, I know, okay, it's time for me to take this person home, because right now they are very quiet and they look at people like, what is happening here? And they were all psyched up and they were dancing and they were having the moment of their life. of their lives. Sorry. Number two, you get very aggressive. Yeah, this is a very common one, and I wouldn't be biased, but this mostly applies to men, especially when they are watching football or any game that you're watching. When you go past your limit, you get very aggressive, and at times some people, I'm not generalizing, I'm just saying some people start abusing one another, start throwing words at people. Some people, when you tell them, let's go home, they're like, I don't want to go home, I don't want to leave. And this is a very, very difficult person to deal with, because if someone tells you they don't want to go home, then they black out in the wrong place. And you know, when someone blacks out and their weight becomes double, it's like carrying a baby who's sleeping. Their weight becomes double, plus the clothes they are putting on, because amejiwachilia, he doesn't care, or he or she doesn't care where he or she is. So you have to carry all that with you and take them to a cab. And imagine, you cannot put that person on a cab alone, because he is not in a position to tell the Uber driver where he or she is staying. That is why I'm saying, if you go out, please go with a close friend, someone you're used to, someone who also knows, maybe your sister, your brother. He can pay for you the cab, then give the driver your sister's or your brother's or your mother's number and tell that guy, if you reach such and such a place, please call this number. They are going to direct you further, and here is his fare. Then you just get home. I've had friends who have done that for other friends, not me necessarily. Like, we didn't know where this person was really staying, but we had the number of the sister, so we called the sister and we were like, okay, so and so, I've put nani in such a cab, this number plate, she's coming, she's on her way. I'm also tracking her from the app on this other side. Once they reach, they're going to call you. And she reached safely, and she was very grateful for that. When they reached, the sister took her, and then she went home. And tomorrow, if you had agreed to refund the fare, definitely refund the fare to your friend. Yeah, and that was such a good gesture. I've never thought about that, but when it happened, I was like, wow. So people do care about other people like this out here. Number three, once upper lip starts to go numb. I heard about this point and I laughed my heart out. Imagine your upper lip going numb. Numb from drinking alcohol. Is it a must? If I start feeling that one part of my body has gone numb, I think I'm already starting to die just from alcohol consumption. Imagine, I cannot. What does this alcohol have that has kept us on chokehold like this? Yeah? Numb. That I cannot feel my lips the way I'm feeling them right now. I'm out. I go sleep for another year before I start taking alcohol again. Shout out to you who gave me this point. Another point is, you think you can dance. Most people are very shy. They don't dance in clubs, or rather they don't know how. They think they don't know how to dance, because I wouldn't say there is this famous TikToker known as Aziad. It's not a must you know how to dance like Aziad, but you can move to the left, to the right, move to the beat. Anyway, some of us dance like white people. So as we consider that not knowing how to dance. So when you see a friend of yours who always says that they don't know how to dance, and they get up from their seat and they dance, take your friend home. Take your friend home before disaster erupts. That is a volcano just waiting for you. Please, if you see your friend who rarely or even doesn't dance, please take them home. Take them home before they start embarrassing you. Anyway, it is normally very embarrassing, but at the same time, you'll be like, oh, she's drunk. You're alerting everyone to know that he or she is drunk, so that nobody can look at them like, what is wrong with this girl, or what is wrong with this man? Yeah. Please, if you see someone standing from the chair that I want to dance, red flag. Another point is, you're very philosophical. Oh my God, I get bored a lot with such people. You start advising me or giving me wisdom about life, and imagine we are the same age. I'm not saying it's bad, but when you're drunk, you do it too much. Or maybe I don't know. I just get so tired of those advices when people are drunk. They want to advise you, they want to tell you this and that. Why couldn't you tell me when you are very, very sober? Because at half of the things, I wouldn't take them seriously. Number two, I wouldn't just, yeah, I wouldn't take them serious that nani, such a person told me this and that. So this is something I should consider. We've gone there to have fun. Let us just have fun and talk about the fun we are having, not giving me philosophical, whatever, talks. It is very, very annoying, according to me, when you start sharing wisdom about the meaning of life and whatnot. I find it a little bit boring. Another point is you're invisible. This is when you pee on the side of the police car. You will definitely go to jail and sleep off that alcohol. I've had experiences of I am out with friends, and a friend of ours, when we saw the police, we kept silent because we knew here it is either we talk and go to jail, or we don't talk, and one of us who's a little bit sober should just address the police, then we go home. Oh my God, this guy came and he was like, do you know my father? I know my rights. And in Kenya, if you just tell someone you know your rights, darling. We were in that van and we went and slept in a police station because of just one guy who just opened his mouth. I know my rights, and do you know my father? Please, 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 don't go and pee in front of the police car, or don't just start talking even if you meet someone and you don't know who that person is. You should gauge, who is this coming to me, or who is this talking to me? Then you will know if it's either a thief or just a genuine person, or it's the police. Another point is you start being emotional, then crying as you sing to the music that is playing. Yeah, most of this applies to ladies, and I've seen some few men, when they listen to songs and maybe they are missing their ex, their wives, their whatever, something that happened in their lives, they just start crying and getting emotional, and they sing along to that song. And at that particular time, they're just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. If you see your friend in such a situation, babe, take your friend home. You will have fun tomorrow. If that person is not mentally or is not emotionally doing well, just go home, let the person relax, let them take a shower, give them some tumbukiza to cure the hangover. Then tomorrow ask them, babe, you were crying when such a song came. Are you okay? Or it is just you being you when you take alcohol? Definitely there will be something wrong, and they'll explain it to you if you are really, really friends. And next time when you go to the club, they listen to that song and they won't remember whatever they remembered before, but they'll remember the talk that they had with you, and now they will be well and they'll feel very, very good about themselves. Another point is you can know by someone's breath. Where? There are some people, when they just pass near you, you ask them, are you from the brewery? Are you from the brewery? What have you taken? What have you taken? Was it a must for you to drink all this alcohol? Yeah. In most cases, I know someone is very, very drunk because I'll know it from your breath. Because when you take a tot or two, that breath won't be as conk, as concentrated as it is when you take a lot of alcohol. So when just somebody just talks to you and is like, you will know that that person is drunk or not. Another point is slurring of words. I am trying to talk to you, but you're not listening. Once I hear that, honey, let's go home. It's time. Even if it's at 9 p.m, it's time. Let's go home. Because this is someone who's going to sleep at the club. And in Nairobi nowadays, clubs do not allow people who sleep in clubs, because not like the other time when we used to go out and you could just sleep for around 20 minutes, then you sober up, then you continue with the party. Nowadays, if they see you sleep, they throw you out, then they bring another customer, because people are lined up to get inside clubs until 4 a.m. I'm getting out of the club at around 3, and I'm like, some people are fresh from home, and they're like, okay, is when we want to start showering, is when we want to start partying. So it is 4 a.m. At what time will you finish partying till you get home? Or these people normally don't sleep? Or which Nairobi am I living in? I don't know. But me, at 3, I'm done, and I would just want to go home because I cannot take it anymore. Even my feet feel tired, my brain feels tired. I cannot. But there was some time back, I used to party till 7 a.m. and we're in the club and we're like, okay, is that the sun? And you're very embarrassed. Even the Uber guy is carrying you and you're just like, please, just take me home, just take me home. When you get to your court and you want to get inside the house, you're like telling the Uber driver, just park near the gate, so that the neighbors cannot see me. Unfortunately, they used to see us all the time, but yeah, we changed from that because we are now grown. Being over 30, you don't drink alcohol that much. Your body is just tired. Your body is just tired, and you're thinking of different things, investments, children, other things, or other ways of drinking alcohol, rather than those stupid ways that we used to do. But it was fun. It was fun. We enjoyed that phase in our lives. So I don't think right now we can do that. Another point is have a hard time staying stood up. There is this test for people who have taken too much alcohol. You tell that person to stand on 1 foot. If they don't, they fall down. Babe, go home. Babe, please go home. Please go home and sleep off that alcohol. Those are all my points that I had for today. In case you have experienced one or two or all of them, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just talking about my experience, and this is something I saw and wondered, why not share it with you guys, because we are here checking out on other people. I'm not saying taking alcohol is bad or not taking alcohol is also good. People have their different fans, people have their different wants and needs, and some people just want to. There's some people who get money out of this partying nowadays in clubs. People, influencers are paid, hosts are paid, they bring money to the club and they're given money and they earn a living and they put bread on their table. So I'm not judging anyone, I've just spoken from experience, and it is always a good time when we go out. So guys, thank you so much for that. That is all I had for today. I'm going to see you on the next video. Au revoir.